So when you are talking about electronic spreadsheet, right, these are the objects that we have to understand. These are things that we are going to learn in this lesson, right? uh, this chapter will cover the following. What are those areas? Right? What spreadsheets are? So what are the spreadsheets? So we are going to understand about what spreadsheets are, right? And then special features of a spreadsheet. So what are the features available for the spreadsheet? So that's we are going to learn here in this lesson too. And the name boxes, function and formula, data selections, graphics. So these are the points that we are going to learn here in this lesson. But I want to go more than this in this grade, because you all are coming for the special class. Then you all have to know about especially about this lesson, right? More things that you have to learn. Uh, right. We'll move to the next point is what is spreadsheet? What are spreadsheets? So here it says a spreadsheet means an electronic versions of paper-based accounting sheet used by accountants in the past. There are atite, that accountants. You know what is accountant? Who is accountant? Yes or no? Pamadita, who is accountant? Don't know. Hmm? Sandru, who is accountant?
Ramesh,
Samitu?
I have heard, but I don't know what they do.
Right. Tashani? Tashani, you know who is accountant? No. Right. So now accountant means the person who controls the money in a company. The main person who is controlling or who is calculating money in a company is called accountant, right? He is not the manager, but he has the same as power as manager, right? He is the person who gives money and controlling money in a company what the manager wants, right? Even though manager wants something to do, but accountant have to check it and whether it is okay or not, worthable or not, then if that's so, he is releasing money, otherwise he is not releasing. So the person who is controlling financial accounts of the company, so it's accountant, right? The main person in the company to control the money, right? So those days in the earlier, this person is controlling everything by writing in a piece of paper, using paper and pencil or books, right? They use that one. But nowadays we do the same thing with the electronic method, right? So that is what we call spreadsheet is important, right? uh, we are putting some sort of a list in the computer, and we do many things, and if you want to make it manipulate, you can do it manipulations, right? You can deduct it, you can minus from some money from that person and all. So everything can be done with the electronic method, right? Same as the earlier the accountants and the people who used that money was using a piece of paper or a book, right? We call it bookkeeping. අපි කරගෙන bookkeeping කියලා කියනවා. පොත් තබන්නු ඉන්නවා. ඒ කියන්නේ account clerksලා ඉන්නවා. ඒගොල්ලෝ තමයි මේ කම්පැනියේ ලිපි කටයුතු කරමින් ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ මුදල් ගණන යොදනු දමමින් කරන්නේ. නමුත් අද වර්තමාන කාලේ අපි කරන හැම දෙයක්ම ෆිසිකලි කරන හැම දෙයක්ම අපි කම්පියුටර් සිස්ටම් හරහා තමයි කරන්නේ. right? ඒ සඳහා වෙනම softwares තියෙනවා. There are special softwares we use for the accounting, right? But in this case we are going to learn not the special packages, but the packages are there commonly we use. Those are called spreadsheet. We are going to use one of those packages, right? Clear? An electronic spreadsheet is an interactive computer application for organizing, analyze and the storage of data in a tabulate forms. So what is that? It's a form of tabulate. Tabulate means what? It's like a table, using table method. Tabulate means for what it is we are storing. So all the uh, money we are going to store in the on those tabulate method, and we analyze it and we organizing in a manner, right? That's called spreadsheet. Spreadsheet එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ පරිගණකයත් එක්ක අපි එකිනෙකට සහසාවයෝගයෙන් වැඩ කරමින් අපේ දත්ත ඒවල දාලා අපිට ඕන විදිහට විශ්ලේෂණය කරලා ලබා ගන්නා ක්‍රියාවලියක් තමයි. Data are entered in a cell of a table, and spreadsheet provides the facility of functions, formula for sorting and charting. So that means there is a tabulate manner. We can put our data into it and we can control them. We can manipulate them. We can have there are many special functions and formulas. So by using those functions and the formulas, we can make it sort out. We can do some calculations, right? There are many things we can do it with the financial matter. In electronic spreadsheet, workbooks can be used for documents creation. So the workbook is the name of the file, the common name. So common name of the file is called workbook. A workbook may contain multiple worksheets, right? So one workbook may have multiple worksheets. That means a file may have many sheets, right? A file may have many sheets. That's what we call worksheet. So the worksheet is a paper, computer-based paper. There are many papers or there are many sheets available for a file. එක ෆයිල් එකක් ඇතුලේ එක ගොනුවක් ඇතුලේ ඒ වගේ sheets එකක් හෝ වැඩි ගණනක් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. right? sheets 5 6 10 15 මොනවද දාගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒතර හරියට නිකන් අපි කඩෙන් ගිහිල්ලා ෆයිල් එකක් ගන්නවා. ඒ ෆයිල් එකේ ඇතුලේ මේක කොලයක් දාලා තියන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඕනනම් කොල 50ක් දාලා තියන්නත් පුළුවන් නේද? තමන්ට කැමති නම් දාලා තියන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේ අපි ෆයිල් එකක් ගත්තොත් ඒ ෆයිල් එකට කියන අපි work book එකක් කියලා. ඒ work book එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන්න පුළුවන් තව sheets ගොඩක්. එහෙම නැත්නම් work sheets ගොඩක් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. right? අපි ඒක තව ටිකක් සරල කතා කරලා උදාහරණ කතා කරලා තේරෙයි ඈ. සමහර අය උදාහරණ කතා කරද්දී තේරෙයි. හරි. එතකොට එහෙනම් ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ මොකද්ද spreadsheet එකක් කියන්නේ, workbook එකක් කියන්නේ, ඒ වගේම worksheet එකක් කියන්නේ මොකද්ද කියලා you have to understand it, right? Right. Shall we write down a little bit about that? Just write down this one. හරි නේද ඉවරයිනේ තෂානි ඉවරද පුතේ
Yes, sir.
ඕකේ ඔයාගේ කැමරා ඕෆ් කැමරා හැම වෙලේම ඔන් එකේ තියන්න පුතේ right an electronic spreadsheet is an interactive computer application for organizing analysis and storing of data in a tabulate form so tabulate means it's a table right tabulate form so there are many packages there are many packages in this right here is ms excel is one package for that lotus 123 another package office calc is another package and there are many packages available right but out of those we are going to learn about microsoft excel right we are going to use the microsoft excel okay and so now we have to understand what is workbook and the worksheet. Now this is workbook. Workbook is a spreadsheet file, right? Workbook is a file, spreadsheet file, but worksheet is a one sheet of that file. There can be one or two or three or more file can be sheet can be there in a file. Okay, so can you write down this also as example? චෂිනී වගේ අනිත් නම මොකද්ද? චත්තින්දිද?
Tashini Umayangana Metsadi.
ඇහුන්නේ නැහැ.
Tashini Umayangana Metsadi.
Right, right. ගෙවල් කොයිද සීගිරියද? ටෂිනී අම්බලන්තොට අම්බලන්තොට Okay, so let's go to here. What is Microsoft Excel? Now I told you here that we are going to study about, there are many packages, we are going to study about Excel, right? Then we have to understand what is Excel, right? And let's go to through the your book also here. Spreadsheet features. Now in this package, in this book, at once we are going to have a package, right? It is not mentioning what is the package we are going to do here. අපේ පොතින් කියන්නේ මොකද්ද මේ පැකේජ් එක කියලා නේද? කියලා තියෙනවද? එහෙම නැහැ. Right? But we are just doing some icons and we are learning about that. Right? Here there are some icons are there. Now here you get the interface. But this interface has what? It's a Excel interface. So therefore we have to write down what is about Excel. Right? අපි නිසා අපි Excel කියන්නේ මොකද්ද කියලා ඉස්සෙල්ලාම අපි ලියාගනිමු. Right? So write down what is Microsoft Excel. Hand raise එක down කරන්න. Okay ne? Right. So what is Microsoft Excel? Excel is a spreadsheet application software for mathematical purpose. So in generally, right, spreadsheet means a mathematical purpose we use software, right? So the main target or main purpose is what in a spreadsheet or Excel is a mathematical needs, right? So we want to do any mathematical things that we use the Excel. It is developed by Microsoft Corporation in America. So it's a product of American. It is a commercial software. What do you mean by commercial, Puta? What is the meaning of commercial? So that means we have to pay money. We have to pay some money and then you can use it. Right? So that is what we call commercial. It's not free of charge. So yearly you have to pay money and you have to register and then do it. Is it a commercial software? Right? It has many versions. All right. Excel has many versions. You know, Lotus 123 is the youngest version of the Excel, right? When there was no graphic interfaces, we use Lotus 123, which is developed by Microsoft Corporation, and that is the eldest one of this package, right? So there are many versions in these packages, okay? And you are in sometimes you may use the Excel 90. There were a lot of 97 XP. There were a lot of, right? But you may use some other versions here, right? But anyway, this is a license version, so you have to pay money and use it, right? වාසනාවට වගේ අපේ ලංකාවේ වුණනම් එයා සල්ලි දීලා පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ හොරෙන් පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ නේද? හොර ගෙඩිය ඉන්නේ ලංකාවේ එකයි. ඈ සඳුරු තමයි වැඩිපුරම හොරකම් කරන්නේ එකේ. It is one package of office package. Office package කියලා package එකක් තියෙනවා පුතේ. There is a package called office package. So when you install that package, right, you will get a lot of packages. Excel, PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, Access. There are something like there are 6 or 7, 7 or 8 packages are there in one build, in one CD. So once you install that office package, all the things are installing into your computer. Now actually if you don't want any packages, only the one package if you need, there are some options that you can go through the option and download whatever you want only. But basically normally when you install it, so there are 6 or 7 packages are bulk package. When you install it, all the packages are installing into your computer, right? So what our people are doing, we don't pay money and we are going to have a crack version and using that one. අපේ අය කරන්නේ මොනවද කරන්නේ? ඒවා සල්ලි දීලා ගන්න වෙනවට අරන් ඇවිල්ලා හොරෙන් දාලා crack version එකක් කියලා කියනවා. කම්පියුටර් තරෙන් නිකන් අලුතෙන් ගත්තා වගේ. නමුත් අලුතෙන් නෙමෙයි. crack version එකක් දාලා පාවිච්චි කරනවා. ඒතර අපි මේ CD එක install කරපුවම අර versions ටික ඔක්කොම install වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ Word එක, Excel එක, PowerPoint එක, Access එක, front page එහෙම තියෙනවා ගොඩක්. මේ ඔක්කොම install වෙන එකට, right? ඒතර අපිට ඕනේ නැත්නම් ඒවා ඔක්කොම අපිට ඕන එකක් කරගන්න අපිට එහෙමත් පුළුවන්. ඒකේ option එකක් තියෙනවා. එහා ගිහිල්ලා අපිට ඕන එක විතරක් install කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Okay? So this is what you call Microsoft Excel. It is one package of the office package, right? Right. So do you have any questions on the Microsoft Excel? So it's a license version. You have to pay money and use it, but most of us don't do that one, right? But in America, in German, England, so something those countries, the rich countries, they use always originals. They never use the crack versions or the second hands, right? So those countries, they every year they pay money and then they use their software, right? So that is the correct and best way. ඒක තමයි හරි නිවැරදි ක්‍රමය කරනවා නම් අපි. Okay, now when you switch on the computer switched on it and come to the desktop. So how do you going to switch on the Microsoft Excel? There are many methods. So these are the methods, right? You can write down these. Okay, so how to open Excel spreadsheet is that first double click on the Excel desktop icon. That means see this is the desktop now here, right? This is the desktop. Now okay, now if there may be a Excel icon, right? If the Excel icon is available, so you can double click and open it. That is one way of doing that. And there are another way, right? So the other one is you can start button. So here you have the start button down. So you go to the all program, and then there is a option called MS Office, right? Just go and see MS Office, click on that. So under that you will see there are many packages and Excel also available there. You can click it. Just check whether it is coming something like that. Check කරලා බලන්න මේක එකක් එනවද කියලා. Pamadita,
Excuse me,
yes.
sir.
Yes, Pamadita.
Sir, මේ desktop icon එක කියන්නේ මොකක්ද යාට තියෙන්නේ?
Ah?
desktop icon එක කියන්නේ මොකක්ද?
icon එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ ඒ Excel එකේ සංකේතය. Excel එකේ සංකේතය තමයි icon කියලා කියන්නේ. ඒක තියෙන්න පුළුවන් ඔයාගේ desktop එකේ. සමහර වෙලාවට තියෙන සමහර වෙලාවට නෑ. හැම එකෙම නෑ. තියෙන්න පුළුවන් නොතියෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයා කම්පියුටර් Excel එක install කරලා තියෙනවා නම් ඒකේ කොපිය ඒකේ අර icon එකක් කියන්නේ ඒක සංකේතය තියෙනවනේ. ඒ සංකේතය තියෙන්න පුළුවන් desktop එකේ. හරිද? එහෙම තිබුණා ඒක ඩබල් කරලා ගන්න පුළුවන් කියලා කියන්නේ. එහෙම නැතුව අපිට
හරි.
all program ගිහිල්ලා Microsoft MS Office කියලා ගිහිල්ලා ඒකේ ඇතුලේ තියෙන Excel. එහෙම එකක් තියෙනවද? සමිතු එහෙම එකක් තිබුණාද ඒක?
මට විනාඩියක් දෙන්න මගේ මොකක් හරි රැප් එකේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා සර්ච් කරාට මේ අකුරු වැදෙන්න සර්ච් බාර් එකේ.
ආ.
Excel එක තියෙනවා sir.
තියෙනවා.
ඔව් sir open කරා.
start all program MS Office කියලා ගියාම මේක ඇතුලේ තියෙන්න ඕනේ Excel කියලා එකක්. Microsoft Excel හරි එහෙම එකක්. සඳුරු තියෙනවද?
තියෙනවා සර් මේ MS Office කියලා එකක් නැහැ කෙලින්ම Excel කියලා තියෙන්නේ.
නෑ MS Office කියලා එකකුත් ඇති.
ඒ කියන්නේ sir
MS
Excel කියන එකයි MS Office කියන එකයි දෙකක්ද?
නෑ නෑ. MS Office එකේ එකක් තමයි Excel කියන්නේ. ඒක දෙකක් නේ. කියන්නේ අර දැන් ඔයගලන් තාත්තා ගත්තාම තාත්තලා ළමයි දෙන්නෙක් ඉන්නේ ඒ වගේ. හරි? ඒ MS Office කියන්නේ එක පැකේජ් එකක්. ඒකේ ඇතුලේ ගොඩාක් තියෙනවා ඒකේ එකක් තමයි Excel කියලා කියන්නේ. කමක් නැහැ වෙනම තුනක ප්‍රශ්නකුත් නැහැ. එහෙම කමන්නේ. එහෙමත් අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් right? ඒ විදිය. ඊළඟ විදිය තමයි start කියලා ආපුතේ
මගේ සර් තියෙන්නේ මේ මෙතන මොකද්ද ඒකට කියන්නේ සර්ච් බාර් එකේ තියෙනවා.
නෑ නෑ ඒක තව එකක්. ඒක තමයි දැන් එක මම කතා කරන්නේ. start කියලා ගිහලා search bar එකට ගිහලා excel කියලා type කරාම එනවා. එහෙමත් එනවා. ඒක තව විදියක්. ඒ විදි කීපයක් තියෙනවා. මේ අපි කතා කරන්නේ විදි ඕනම විදියකින් මේක on කරගන්න පුළුවන්. එක විදියක් කියලා නෙමෙයි. එතන start එකට ගිහලා search එකට ගියාම search එකේ type කරොත් excel කියලා අන්න ඒකෙත් display එනවා. ඒක click කරලා ගන්න පුළුවන්.
sir මං ගත්තේ ඒ විදිහට.
ඔව් එහෙමත් පුළුවන් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. මම කියන්නේ මේ ගන්න පුළුවන් විදි ක්‍රම ගැන මම මේ කතා කරන්නේ. The way that you can go. If you don't have icon in the desktop, so that doesn't mean that you can't go the Excel. No, you can. Right? And start එකට ගිහලා search කරන්න පුළුවන් Excel කියලා ගහලා. අනිත් එක තමයි start run කියලා ගිහිල්ලා Excel. What is run? ඔයගොල්ලන් run කියන එක ගන්න පුළුවන් keyboard එකේ Windows එක ඔබාගෙන Windows කී ඔබාගෙන R අකුර ගහපුවම. Windows ඔබාගෙන R අකුර ගහපුවම අපිට run කියලා එකක් යනවා මෙන්න මේ වගේ එකක්. මෙන්න මේ වගේ එකක්. අන්න එකට ගිහිල්ලා ඒකේ අපි type කරනවා මොකද්ද? Excel කියලා. EXCEL Excel කියලා ඕකේ ගහන්න. එතකොටත් ඒක ඕපන් වෙනවා.
ඒ විදිහටත් හරියනවා sir කරලා බලමු.
ඔව්. ඕපන් වෙනවා. හරි නේද? ඔය මෙතඩ් එක දාලා ඕකේ කිව්වම ඔබලගේ බලන්න Excel එක. So there are four methods I have mentioned here. There can be another way of doing that also, but one of that you can use to open the Excel. One of that you can use it. හරිද පුතා? right ඉවරයි නේද?
ඉවරයි සර්.
හොඳයි මේක ලියා ගන්නකො පොඩ්ඩක්.
Excuse me, sir.
ඔව් පුතා කියන්න.
Sir, there was a signal problem, so I am new and join now. What do, sir?
Did you write down this one, Puta?
No, sir.
Okay, write down will do this one.
No, sir, I write down this.
Then go ahead with this, write in this.
Okay, sir, thank you.
හරිද? දැන් අපි බලන්න ඉන්ටර්ෆේස් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා. right? අපි Excel එකක් open කරපුවාම හරිද? අපි Excel එකක් open කරපුවා අපිට යනවා ඉස්සෙල්ලාම මෙන්න මේ එකක්. මේ තියෙන්නේ ඒ වගේ එකක්. okay? ඒ තියෙන්නේ Excel එකේ ඉන්ටර්ෆේස් එක open කරපුවා එන ඉන්ටර්ෆේස් එක. ඒකේ උඩම මෙන්න මෙතන තියෙනවා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පේනවා ඇති ඔයගොල්ලෝ open කරොත් උඩම මෙන්න මෙතන තියෙනවා book 1 කියලා. නේද? book 1 කියලා තියෙනවා. මේ book 1 කියන්නේ මොකටද? That is the file name. Okay? So the book 1 means the file name. Right? That means workbook. File is a workbook, no? Workbook or book 1. So when the computer gives us a file, so computer gives us as a book 1. Computer අපිට දෙන්නේ මොකක් කියලාද? book 1 කියලා තමයි දෙන්නේ. ඒක ඕකේද ඔයගොල්ලන්ට තේරෙනවද? Right? And then when you go to down here, if you go down here, can you, I think you can't see because of this one, but here you down, you will say, I'll show you, wait. Now look at here. Here, can you see here sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3? So these are the worksheets. Normally, in my version, when I get a new file, it gets 3 sheets, something like here. But sometimes, if you are opening in your computer, you may have 1 sheet. Sometimes you may have 3 sheets. Right? So it doesn't matter amount of the sheet, whatever the sheets, okay. So you are having at least 1 you have. Now, if you want more and more sheets, you can just come here and click here in down. Here. So in sometimes you may have a plus mark. When you click it, so you will get another sheet. So if I click now here, I will get sheet number 4. Sometimes you may get sheet number 2 or else sheet number 4. Right? Just click and see whether you are coming or not or the sheet.
So I only have one sheet.
Yeah, you have only 1 sheet. But when you click that plus mark, you may have more sheets.
සර් ඒක අපිට ඕන තරම් ෂීට් ගන්න පුළුවන්ද?
Oh. අපිට ඕන තරම් ගන්න පුළුවන් sheets. Right? So now interface, one thing that I want to explain you, what I want to tell you is that the name of the file, workbook. right? එතකොට work name of the workbook, and here you get the worksheets, right? Sometimes you may have one sheet, or sometimes you may have several sheets, and you can have sheets from here, from the plus mark or this icon. Okay, and if you don't want any sheets, you can erase that also, right? So select the sheet what you want, right click on it, and you can delete it, but you cannot again recover it, right? You cannot again recover it. Clear? Okay, so now I want to explain you is the interface of this Excel. So I told you this is what, this is book 1, that means name of the file, right? Workbook, and here these are the sheets, right? And then here you get the menus, no? So these are tabs, right? These are called tabs. So each tab you have a ribbon, something like here. This is called ribbon. So you have to remember those names, right? So each tag you have a ribbon, and in each ribbon you have a small pictures or symbols. So those are called icons. Those are called icons, right? So now just go through a cartoon picture. You have to draw a cartoon picture, something like this, and you are right now the this one has a uh, book one is a file name or workbook, and you have to make an arrow mark and say sheets, and then you have to make arrow mark and say tabs, insert tabs, formula tabs, data tabs, and then so this area called ribbon. On ribbon you have icons. So those things that you have to write down now, something like this. Just draw a cartoon picture, something like, and you have to name them. Okay, okay, go ahead and doing that one. So you all have the book with you all, so you can go ahead with this. I need to draw the cartoon picture of the interface, and you have to name them.
සෝක පොත අනිත් පැත්තට හරවලා අඳින්න.
මොකද පුතේ කිව්වේ පොත?
පොත අනිත් පැත්ත හරවලා අඳින්න.
නෑ නෑ. අනිත් පැත්ත ප්‍රශ්න නෑ. right, okay. So you can go ahead like that. Tashini, you can draw the cartoon picture, something like.
ස්ක්‍රීන් එක බ්ලර් වෙලා පේනවා.
But you have the book with you, no?
තියෙනවා.
So you can use the book. Once you finish it, tell me, raise your hand. So you can complete it and keep it with you. So next week we can continue with that, right? Okay. So next week we are having some sort of mathematical parts, right? We'll do some
Okay.
mathematical parts and do it. Okay. Right. Okay. Now God bless you. Busan na yun yung subitay.
Okay, sir. Buddha sir.
Thank you.
Okay. God bless you. God bless you.
Terima kasih.